Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Crusader Kings 2 as Arwa of the Sulayhi Sultanate. We're playing in the Monarch's journey. We have to do a whole bunch of stuff like have a bunch of temples in our country, convert some Hindus, and rule for 100 years. So that's things we can do. And all that we'll do is unlock some cosmetics in CK3, which I don't care about too much, but having goals for these kinds of campaigns is nice. And I really don't like doing achievements in CK2 all that much. We're doing this slightly tutorially, so I'm gonna try to talk in depth, or more or less in depth, about what I'm doing, just so you can maybe follow along, even if you don't know Crusader Kings all that well. We've done a few small wars here for individual provinces in Africa, just to sort of increase our power base before we do more powerful things. We have a kinsman here who is another son of my cousins, whose education I don't really care about. So let's be thrifty. The reason I make them thrifty is because that if they have high stewardship, in the end I can use them well as rulers for individual places as my subjects, and that could be good. I have my Grand Vizier here trying to fabricate claims on this place. It's far away, but since converting Hindus is part of my job in this campaign, I thought I might as well get some Hindus to convert. I still don't know whether I can send my court mullah to proselytize elsewhere. It feels like it would be easier to do it in my own country. So if somebody else, this is actually my son and heir, yes. So my son and heir needs a education focus. So what we've been doing so far is childhood education, which gave him, in this case, these three traits. He's timid, he's affectionate, and he's playful. These don't stay around when you become an adult, but depending on your education focus, you can turn these, or some of these, into specific bonuses. So because this guy is affectionate, we could have him go for a diplomatic education, and that would be more effective. So he'd probably be a better diplomat if we were doing that. For intrigue and learning, he's balanced, so a positive and a negative. And for martial education, he's actually negative. I don't love a diplomatic education. I'd rather have something stewardshipy, but I do like going with the bonuses. So let's do that, I think. I might still put him in education. I'm educating him. And I am a spiritual person, right? Yeah, I'm a mastermind theologian. Yeah, I guess we're sticking with that. At least we're very good at it. And if we're doing the education, then we get to do all the decisions. You can give away your children to other people to educate, and then they can learn from their jobs. So if you want him to go very stewardship high, we'd be looking for somebody who's really good at stewardship and send him there. But then they take the education decisions, and the AI can be very random at that. We can just introduce our heir already. I guess we will do that. Do it. Prince gains some prestige, and then we're gonna get some decisions, mostly ones where we can give something up to help improve our child. For example, here we can have him gain a marshal, and then we will own our marshal a favor. Now, favors are dangerous because with favors, people can do various things, especially initiate council votes if they're in the council. So if we do this, we probably want this guy to no longer be our marshal. Let's have a quick look whether a different marshal is available. Oops, no, that's not how you do that. You go to positions, and then you go to marshal appoint. And then we see that we have a Commander Ali here who kind of likes us and is my kinsman and is pretty good at marshalling. Even better than our current one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gain the marshal on the prince, gain the 50 prestige, owe our guy a favor, and then I'm going to go ahead and appoint Ali as my marshal. This way, they should not be able to use their favor to initiate any votes. Because what they could do is initiate a council vote for giving the council more powers. Same thing happening here, but this is just our court physician. He's not actually on my council, so owing him a favor is not as bad. And once again, we gain learning and piety on our prince. Well, last time it was martial and prestige, but hey. And I think there's one more of these events happening. And usually introducing the heir to the realm thing. Let's build a castle town to make some money. Just increases the monthly income. There wasn't another one. Okay, I taught him everything he knows. So, oh no, it's not over yet. It's just that he introduced himself nicely to a mayor, not a major, and that made that mayor like me more. Once again here, that makes them like the prince more. That's what's happening. So he's behaving well, and people like him. That's what's happening. The dragon won its war over against the Xiu, which... yeah, now we have the Western Protectorate on the map here. That is essentially the martial arm of the Chinese Empire. So the only part of the Chinese Empire you'll ever see on the map is the Western Protectorate. It's powerful enough. We don't want to tussle with that if we can avoid it. Now, do we want to go to another war? Yes, I did take this, so we could then go for Axum, right? Was the whole plan. I could go Holy War for it, but that calls in the Jews, which we don't care about, because they're the only Jews around here. And it doesn't cost me anything, does it? If we win the war, we gain 100 piety and prestige. We lose decadence. Shia gets more authority, which we have not talked about it yet. And I vassalize lords in the petty kingdom of Axum, which seems good. So we gain the land, not directly under our control, but we gain the lords who currently control this will now then be our vassals. And this is a powerful place. Wow. Yeah, I want it. There's 2 extra temples. Certainly do want that. So you have 2,000 troops. Yeah. Declare war. Holy war. We could also holy war for Wag, but that's just a province. So no. Let's do Axum. Send. And raise our troops. Everybody collected. I think there's a way these days to set a rally point for troops. Don't remember how, but I seem to remember that they added this there. Rally point view. Okay. We don't need it now, but maybe I remember to do it next time before we go to war. I couldn't make it. So this is one of the education decisions for our child, because we're educating him ourselves. And we could have him gain cruel, which is not technically terrible. But if he's supposed to be good at diplomacy, then I don't know that giving him a trait that makes him bad at diplomacy is a good idea. I think I'm going to go with this. He loses 30 prestige, learn some reading. Instead of teaching him to be less nosy. That does seem mean anyway. I'm not a cruel teacher. I was in the center. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's put this guy who hates us in charge of a flank. Maybe a die. And then I think I have a commander that's decent, right? My former marshal. I would have kept him as a marshal, but the thing with the favors and stuff, just not acceptable. Because we fight these guys. They don't want to fight in Asab. That's fine. We just fight them in Axum instead. Troublesome peasants, local revolt risk. That's because of our guy failing to do things, by the way. You gonna arrive on the 11th of February, you can be on the 16th. So yeah, I don't want these guys to arrive first. Maybe it was fine, maybe they were just walking to Upper City, yeah. But still, didn't want to risk that. And we should have enough troops here to easily win this battle. Let's have a quick look at that battle if I were to be able to click it. Hello? There we go. So you can have a look at the battle interface. We looked at it briefly last, or the episode before last. Right now we see each side has 3 flanks, so there's no extra flanking going on. Each flank is fighting the other flank. And they're all in a skirmish phase right now. There are different phases of combat. They're all currently in skirmish phase, where archers, horse archers, and light cavalry are really good. Which we have okay numbers of. We have decent amounts of light cavalry. Not that many archers, but tons more than the enemy do. And you can see that we are losing slightly less troops on these flanks than the enemy is. Not a ton, but slightly. We also have no general or no commander on this side, which is just bad for them. And this side already broke. You can see that now. They're fleeing, and we're on pursuing, where we get a bunch of extra damage from knights, light cavalry, and horse archers. Again, we have a lot of light cavalry. Don't know if we have a lot of on this flank. Can I see that? I should be able to see it. But I don't see how. This is just damage values. Anyway, we have... there we go. We have 292 light cavalry on that flank, who are just hurting the enemy now. Here things are still fighting. And you see the morale bars down there. These guys are also broken. And my people from the center are now helping out on the right, which is the only place with still battling happening. Still fighting happening here in the melee phase with heavy infantry, pikemen, knights excelling. And now they're also running. And then we can just watch everybody die. Pop. We lost very little here, 304 guys. We killed 916. And we won that battle, got piety and prestige and all that, but I didn't want to focus on that too much. I'm gonna use my main army to do the ping-ponging while the rest can do the sieging, which I think is fine. Oh, I did run the wrong direction to do any ping-ponging, so that didn't work. And you're coming to Asayita now. Well, in that case, I'm gonna quickly move my commanders over to this army. And try to meet you in my own country. And then you can come back and do the sieging. And you're running away. Let's catch you there then. Should have paid more attention earlier to where they were actually running. But it looked like they were going to here. Where are you going now? Samian. Okay. Again, this is not the most interesting part to Crusader Kings warfare. In the slightest, it's terrible. It's just that the other option is worse, as far as I feel. This does kind of mean that winning a single battle often wins the war. Oh, you... Who's that? Oh, uprising. They got rebels that rose on my army, which is not great, especially because I don't have a leader there. So I'm gonna send support. Ooh, rain dances. That's a lot of money to pay for rain dances. Not gonna do it. I think last time my the previous owner of the province had paid for rain dances, which was quite nice. We got an achievement for having done the rain dances then. Ugh. This is so much fun. Now what we could do to improve this slightly is have a look at whether we can send some more horses over there. And you can see that our army consists of multiple bands, and you can't split these up, so I can't just take all my horses and put them in one army, because these guys, the Vilaya of Baida, for example, they're going to stay together. I can move them over into a different army, but not separately. So what I'm looking for here is place groups that have a lot of horses. Especially a high density of horses, which really isn't particularly simple to see. I'm gonna select these horsey guys, put them into Semyon. And the reason I'm doing that is, as we saw, horses are better at pursuing. And the more horses we have, the more people we can actually kill in the pursuit phase, and the faster the whole bouncy thing is gonna end. Unfortunately, I got hit on the head here. One moment I'm shouting orders around by the clanging of swords and fighting around me, then my memory fades and I find myself on the ground, lying in a mixture of blood and mud, my ears ringing with pain. A soldier runs past me, but it seems to assume I'm dead. Why does my head hurt? You're disfigured and severely injured. It's more than a grazing wound. Maybe we should have considered not leading the army ourselves. We're not wearing a mask because we're not happy with how we look, apparently. Yeah, that's not awesome. And we're no longer leading any flanks here, of course. I do want to kind of send somebody that has some martial experience, not this 4-person. 8 is still bad. I think 8 is the average. So at 8 you get neither bonuses or maluses, maybe. Maybe slight bonuses. It feels like 8 is... I remember 8 being sort of the minimum you want. See if we have some guys that have very few horses or no horses in them. No. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep the whole army together, chasing. The reason I didn't want to is that I would like to speed up the sieges, but I also kind of want to put an end to this bouncy stuff. I wonder if I can ask my court physician to treat me. I don't want to convert to Sunni for sure. Shut the gates. Doesn't look like it. We could expel the jewelry. Search for a smith. We don't have tons of money. If we had tons of money, we could look for a nice artifact. But that is not currently happening. I think I would get a pop-up if I could ask my court physician for help. Let's have a quick look at whether I can maybe still do that. Court. Where's my court physician? Anyway. Council. Minor titles. Court physician. There he is. Apparently I cannot ask him for help. Okay. We'll heal. The wounded thing is gonna go away, hopefully. Or we die. But I prefer the thing to go away. Obviously. Well, they just gained some new troops, but that didn't hold for very long. And we finally stack wiped them. Nice. So now I'm going to try to get rid of these two things. Notice distinguishes himself in battle, so that just gave us a new vassal, or courtier, who's not very good. But we might use him. Having people can be very, very helpful sometimes. Even not that good people. Once you have a lot of land that you want to have people rule, that can be important to have access to more people. I didn't mean to actually send both of these armies. I just wanted to send the one that has leaders on it. No longer lazy. We were slothful. We're no longer slothful. That's nice. Still severely injured and disfigured. We should not get into personal combat right now. Would be a bad idea. Capturing more and more people, including the petty king. Okay, that's the end of the war. Now I want to make sure that when we peace out, we actually gain all the land. Vassalized lords in the petty kingdom of Aksum. Yes, because they're holy wars. We gain all the land you control, but that's more for crusades, I believe. This one is fine. So we can just do this. Vassalize all lords, gain more authority, lose decadence, gain prestige, gain piety. Yeah? Like gaining piety from war. rather than always spending it. So a lot of things happening here. This army that needs to stand down. We have, because our vassal levies were raised for quite a while, our vassals we took troops from like us less at the moment, but this is going to decay relatively quickly. We could usurp the title of the Petty Kingdom of Axum, so that's a duchy title if you want it, but we already have 2 duchy titles, so we currently don't need to do that. Our domain is too big again, and we have a inheritance warning. So the Baron Lemma of Adigrad or something. Akkordat? Did you just completely misread that? No, Baron Lemma of Adigrad. It's an Axum. And it must be in here. There it is. So this guy, he has an heir that's not in my country. So when he dies, the piece of land is actually going to go to this guy, King David. On silver, the gods will be done challenge. So we're going to bunch more temples here. Nice. And we should stand down these armies so we don't pay them and our people are less unhappy. And I think it's time to briefly talk about moral authority, since we just gained 3% of that. It is a number around here that is mostly based on the amount of holy sites that our religion controls. So they're Muslim holy sites, Najaf, Medina, Mecca, Jerusalem, and Damascus. And only Jerusalem and Damascus are currently controlled by Muslims. That's bad for authority. And then stuff like holy wars influences that. You can see all these changes here. Diplomacy of the religious leader, holy wars, rulers who've been converted, all that. And then what does it do? Affects conversion chance. So the higher our moral authority is, the easier the conversion to Shia in this case will be. And can also give you negative events, instability, and all that. But mainly the chance of our court mullah to do his conversion is going to be increased with higher authority there. Now, domain's still too big, so we need to give away places. Axum does not look like a place we want to give away. That seems like a very powerful place. With 5 holdings or 6 total holdings, Akkordat is a place that can be given away. So what can we do here? We can once again go ahead and find somebody in our court that wants to be a ruler. No people that are very good at stewardship. And I don't think I can give Fatima land, right? If I can, I would. She's of my kin, and she doesn't have many mean traits. She's content. She's not very good, but she would do fine. But I don't think I can't grant her a title because she's female, obviously. Can I? I mean, I can set this to just male. As mean as that seems. And oh god, these people are not very good at stuff. 0 diplomacy. This is a powerful person here. I won't be able to give land to my son, I don't think. I could. Oh, because we don't have that kind of inheritance law. That is actually quite good. Because I want him to inherit, right? And we have the rule where the most powerful person inherits. It's my son. There's no icon here for family, but that's just because it's below, or it's replaced by the heir icon. He's gonna be quite fine. He looks already pretty good. Yeah. Let's have him hold the land. One advantage of doing that is that we get the land back when we start playing as him. He's going to inherit all our land and then have the land he already had. So we can then probably have to think again about how we then split the land. But hey, Shaikdom of Akkordat is what I want to give him for sure. Decadence lost from granted dynasty member 1%. Oh, no, Decadence lost is good. Good. So you can have Accordat. Go down to 9%. Decadence. And then what else do we control? Tajura and Sailor. I think Sailor was good, right? Tajura was irrelevant. I guess we just give him Sailor as well. Why not? Not Sailor, Tajura. Sure. It's gonna reduce the power of our domain, but we don't have tons of them. Ooh, we've infected. Aye. So that's gonna hurt our health a lot. And we're still severely injured. Now we could consider changing to a... oh, infection is bad. To a lifestyle. Is it lifestyle? No, to a focus. It gives us health. Family even helps with getting healed sometimes. The thing is that that's going to reduce our domain size again because of our lack of stewardship. Maybe it's fine for a while. Oof. Should go family focus for now. Maybe. Let's try not to die here. Yeah, that hurts our domain size. I think we're gonna live with that for a moment. It'll be fine. People don't hate us that much. Kortmuller was attacked. Did he die? No. Just wounded. Please die. I want a new guy. And unfortunately we can't get rid of him. There he goes. Killed for heathens. I mean, it cost me 15 prestige, but I can now hire a better courtship lane. Like you. 18. That's a better number. Abdullah. I hope I didn't owe you a favor. What is this? Icon. Buy a favor. I think it would say somewhere favors owed. I don't see it. How about I didn't just grab a guy that had a favor? That would be bad. No, I think I gave the learning guy was my court physician, and that's not him. Now, no, it's court mullah. It is my court physician. Dang it. So I would really like to buy a favor of you. Have better use for the favor, yeah. We can make you like me more. I know it's a lot of money, but I'd really like that favor back. Now, I don't know if more than +5 is possible from opinion. But it would be nice. Send you a gift. See if that helps. Yes. That was very expensive. But now we're even on favors. And that is much better. Could buy another one, but I don't need to. Now, what was I actually doing? I had land I was taking, was trying to heal. I gave my court, yes. I gave my court chaplain the position, or have a new court chaplain now. And we can make him proselectivize. And he's better. He's still not insane at doing that. I'm gonna try to get people in my country converted for now. News from China. Didn't read it. I gained 2 decadence because I've been doing my best to suck the people of Thais dry of what few possessions they have. Being greedy is not good for decadence. More Kasbah towns, good. More money. Child that lacks an education focus. My son, but not my heir. Let's see, he's fussy, haughty, and curious, which means he's good for stabby education. Now, stabby education can be a problem. I'm still gonna do it because he might want to plot against his older brother, and if he's good at stabbing things, I'm shooting with child. That's not good. I mean, that's the problem with family focus. I have inherited the mosque. Oh, or... Did my quad chaplain just die? That's a shame. We just wasted all that money on him. Killed by heathens. That was very quick. He arrives in our capital and it's just like, nope, he's dead. So now I don't have a good court chaplain available. Let's search our realm for men of my religion who would join my court. Nobody. Nobody? Guess we have to search all. Diplo range, yes. And then I will look for somebody with high learning. It's not insane, but 14 is better than nothing. Any good, you're a hedonist. It's not a very good hedonist glutton. He's the best theologian we have available. Maybe you're better. You're brave and charitable and temperate, diligent. It's only one. No, it's never mind. It's 5 learning. No. Let's invite this guy to my court. Let's check this for a moment. Maybe there's a way to get one of these guys to come over to me. See, this guy here, we just need some money to join us. He's ambitious, which is bad, but he's very learned and very bad at everything else. Yeah, let's go to him, send him a gift, 15 ducats. It's gonna be fine. And then invite him to the court. And then it's, difficult pregnancy, yeah. Sounds like a great idea. What's he doing? My dear husband Malik Shah is worried about my current condition. He believes it might be better for me to retire from public life for the duration of this pregnancy. I can leave someone else in charge of affairs as I tend to myself. I can go into hiding and our husband likes it. I can go into the countryside, gain on a journey, and our husband also likes it. Or I can say nonsense, I'm perfectly fine. Do you want to go on a journey? Sure. And Ali's our regent, that's fine. Why am I? Oh, we earned... Forgot that we got a little piece of land back. We need to give that away. Which was it? Was it Axum? No, it wasn't Axum. It was Accordat, right? Yeah. So, is my new court chaplain already here? It's you, right? Pretty sure it's him. Take the plan to location. Ah, no, he accepts. And now he's in my country. There we go. Now that he's here, I can make him my court chaplain. You, Jared. And I could give him land if I wanted to. The piece of land that we already have sitting around. Definitely, probably. We should do the recruit court physician, see if we get a nice one there. But if not, then we just make him our court physician too. But do I give him Accorda? I can just give it to my son again. Which one was it? No, it's Accordat, right? No, that's owned by my son. I keep forgetting which one. Was it Abyssitia? No. Wasn't Axum. Oh, it's just a temple, wasn't it? Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna give that to my new friend, Court Muller. The mosque. There you go. Have a mosque. Now I want to have a quick look at a court physician. Heretical sorcerer. I do need a physician. Is he any good? No. Don't require services. I'm instead gonna make my new person my physician. 21 might help me a lot in surviving. I do really want to survive. Just some travel nausea. Both cases I lose a bit of health. I have a 41% chance of stabilizing, making the pregnancy better, and a 59% chance of it getting worse. And this apparently just means it loses some money and it stays the same. I have high learning skills, so I would think this is better, but 41.59 is still pretty bad. Huh. If I lose the child, it's not the biggest issue. It's just if I die, I don't want to do that. Didn't say anything about my pregnancy getting better or worse there. So Jared has arrived. All this is done. Good, good. I could go to war again, but right now it doesn't seem like the most efficient thing to do. What I'm gonna do, I'm continuing to put my guy on proselectizing. Heathen attack is a higher chance than country religion converted, even though this guy has such high learning. But hey, Chief Cardi again. My spy master, who does not love me very much. Because I'm infected and disfigured. Hey. Sure. Should have liked that. Yeah, it's 18. There we go. Just hadn't updated yet. Tons of money. Let's spend some money on some of those castle towns. So we can make more money. As we do. Macro builder would be nice. Wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. You know what? What else would be nice if I wouldn't be spending 36 minutes on one episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything to say, then the comment section would be the right place to do that. I do respond to most comments and I read each and every one. So go there, do it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.